Hello, BookThinkHers family. Today's book review is going to come from Girl, Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. The subtitle reads, A Shame-Free Plan for Embracing and Achieving Your Goals. I think this book is a fantastic starting point for anyone looking to get more into personal development, especially women. What I loved so much about this book was how Hollis manages to incorporate all the best aspects of personal development and sort of package it into a way that isn't as intimidating as some of the other content out there can be. She gets a lot into the core tenets and puts her own spin on ideas that I've been learning so much about since I began my journey into personal development. I think it's fantastic how she structures the book because whether you've already read a bunch of books about habits, about positivity and stoicism, about entrepreneurship, etc., then it provides a great new perspective on a lot of those items. And if you've never read a book about any of these things, then it's a really great starting point for you because it breaks down a lot of that complex information into really digestible and understandable bits. So from the beginning, Hollis explains that she always believed that her value is wrapped up in other people's happiness. She recognizes that this is difficult to overcome for a lot of people, particularly women, and how sometimes societal norms cause us to inhibit our goals, stop believing in ourselves, and put everyone else before our own happiness. Now, of course, a lot of this is wrapped up in motherhood, and although I'm not a mom just yet, I'm so happy that I read this before that period in my life because, of course, the value is astronomical for someone who's already a parent or a spouse and the small changes that they can make to live a more fulfilling life. But already having these tools going into that later period in my life is going to make a massive difference for me. Now, Hollis lays out the book as tactical advice with 3 major sections. 1, excuses to let go of, 2, behaviors to adopt, and 3, skills to acquire. What's interesting is that she purposely orders the sections like this because she realizes that excuses to let go of is probably the most important section because you are never going to adopt new behaviors or acquire new skills without first laying the groundwork to thrive. She says that talents and skills are like any living thing and they cannot grow in the dark. For me, I found a ton of value in each section, but definitely had the most actionable takeaways from the excuses to let go of section, which consists of all sorts of excuses that I have always held on to in my own life, such as I'm not a goal-oriented person, or I don't have the time, or it's been done before, or what will others think, or I'm terrified of failure, blah, blah, blah. She then gives tons of invaluable advice on how to let go of these things. If you say you don't have time, realize that you never find time for your dreams, you make time. She explains that if you want something you never had, you have to do something you never have. You need to carve out one small, tiny hour per day to focus 100% on your goals. Just 5 hours a week, 5 to strive. If you're terrified of failure, realize that if you aim at what you can hit, you will probably hit it every single time. But if you aim higher than that, even if you fail, you will soar above and beyond your expectations. If you say, what will others think? Realize that other people's opinions only have an effect on you if you allow them to. You have no control over how someone else feels. You have 100% control over how you respond. If you say it's been done before, realize that just because someone else is doing what you want to do, that's not a reason not to do it. If anything, that's a positive thing. It means you have resources. It means that you have a great idea. Let go of comparing yourself to others because your beginning is not going to look the same as someone else's middle. So this book couldn't have come at a better time in my life. From a woman's perspective, I have always held on to these excuses and limiting beliefs, and no matter how hard I tried to adopt behaviors and skills that I needed, I always got stuck on my excuses, and most importantly, my fear. I was terrified to start this page. I was terrified to record a video because what if no one likes it? Or what if I don't have anything important to say? Or what if I'm terrible at this? What if? I mean, I had to let go of my fear and let go of what everyone else thought and be willing to fail. Otherwise, I was never going to start. There's a really corny Hilary Duff movie that says, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. So no matter who you are, I'm sure there are excuses you're holding on to that you need to leave behind so that you can start adopting the behaviors and skills that build your foundation for success. And as Rachel Hollis says, fan your spark so that it spreads into a wildfire. So thanks for listening. I hope you pick up this book if you haven't yet, and let me know what you think. I'm excited to talk to everyone soon. All right, bye everyone.